guys, it's Jessie V. So today I'm going to be showing you the saddest drawing that I have ever made. And I know this probably sounds really weird, so I have to tell you some of the backstory before I actually show you, because if I just show this to you, it won't really have any meaning and you'll be like, what? It's not that sad. So I gotta tell you what actually happened. Basically, back in high school, I was dating this guy and I started falling for him really quickly. I had never loved anybody in my entire life before this guy, and just after even like 2 months of us hanging out all the time, I was falling for him and I couldn't help it, and it was just this overwhelming amount of feelings. I just wasn't used to it. I was like, what is my mind telling me right now? And this part is pretty important. We both loved the Disney movie Hercules, and pretty much every single time we hung out, we watched Hercules. I know that sounds so stupid maybe, but to us it was so important, and we knew like all of the words, we knew all of the songs. We literally had so much fun watching Hercules all of the time. Like, we were unhealthily obsessed with that movie. So some of you may know that I was in school for art, and so I really like doing drawings and paintings and stuff like that. So one day I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make him a drawing. And I had never made anybody a drawing before, like ever, especially to someone that I had really strong feelings for. So this was really special to me, and I was super nervous because I didn't know if he would like it or what he would think of it. Maybe he'd think it was silly, like I wasn't really sure. But I decided that because we both loved the movie Hercules, I would do a Hercules and Meg drawing. And one of the quotes that Meg says to Hercules is, "People do crazy things when they're in love." And I hadn't expressed that I loved him yet, so I thought if I put this quote on the drawing, maybe he'll read it and kind of know what I mean and know my feelings for him. I know this is super cheesy, but yeah, that's just what I did back then. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And this drawing took me like all day to do, and I was watching the movie while I was drawing this, so I don't know. There was just so much Hercules going on, okay? Make fun of me all you want. I finished this drawing. I will show you after. I don't want to show you just yet, okay? And I went to his house and I gave this to him, and he was so emotional when he saw it, and he couldn't believe that I had actually done this for him, and he was just so happy, and he put it up on his wall right away, and he was like crying, and he was like, "It's so beautiful, thank you." And yeah, he really loved it, and that made me happy. And then he told me that he had to kind of express something to me as well, and he put on one of his favorite songs, and he told me, "Listen to the words, and this is how I feel about you." And so we just sat on his bed and he played this song for me, and it was so emotional, and basically the lyrics of the song were pointing to the fact that he loved me as well. So it was weird because we both did these things for each other that kind of expressed how we felt to each other but didn't actually verbally say it. We let the things say it for us. I don't know if that makes sense. But it was just a really special moment and a really special day in general, and I honestly thought that I was going to be with this guy for quite a while. Well, he decided to go away for a few months at this camp, and it was one of those overnight camps pretty far away, so he would have to stay there for quite a while. And before he left, he gave me this really pretty silver cross necklace. It was gorgeous. He put it around my neck and said, "This is for you. I will be back in a few months to see you again." And while he was away, I was super lonely, and he was only able to talk to me like for an hour a day at the very end of his shift, and sometimes he was so tired that he could only talk for like 10 minutes. And I remember this time, I think 2 weeks before he was gonna get back from his trip, I was hanging out with a bunch of friends, and I was talking to this guy who I didn't know very well, but we were just talking about things, and honestly I was just being friendly. I wasn't flirting at all. I wasn't giving him any signs that I liked him, because obviously I had fallen for this other guy who was away at camp, who was my boyfriend. And this guy I was talking to just goes in for it and kisses me. So of course right away I was like, whoa, I don't feel that way about you. What are you doing? And the guy was like, "Oh, sorry, I thought because we were talking, like maybe you liked me and wanted to kiss me." And I was like, no! Just because I'm talking does not mean I want to kiss you. So because I am such an honest person, and I don't know, maybe some people wouldn't have done this, but I told my boyfriend what this guy did, and my boyfriend didn't believe me when I said that I stopped the kiss. He thought that I kissed him back and was just super mad at me, and I would never cheat on someone or do something like that, so I was kind of really upset and hurt that he thought that of me. And when he got back from his trip, we were supposed to see each other, and he didn't want to, and he was like, "I have to think about this, I need space." And I'm like, "What do you need space for? Like, nothing even happened. I remember one day, I wasn't expecting this at all, but he showed up at my house, and I opened the door and he was standing on my front porch, and he had the drawing that I gave him in his hands, and I had framed it and everything, and he was holding it on my front porch. And I was like, why do you have the drawing in your hands? And he walked right up to me and literally pushed it against me and said, take it, I don't want it. And I was just so upset because, I don't know, it just meant so much to me, and I guess I will show you what it looks like right now. Here you go. It's Meg and Hercules, and it says the quote. And I just remember him doing that, and I started just bawling. I was crying, and I was so mad in that moment that I literally ripped off the necklace he gave me, and I threw it at him, and I'm like, fine, then take this. And that's literally how our relationship ended, and it was so stupid. Like, it ended for such stupid reasons. The fact that he didn't trust me, I don't know. I really had hoped, even if we weren't together, he would have kept that drawing because, I don't know, I just made it for him as a person, even if we were just gonna be just friends. So yeah, now whenever I see this drawing, I feel really sad. So that is why this is the saddest drawing I've ever made. And I actually have the real thing in my basement in a box somewhere, which I kind of want to find because I could have shown you the actual like framed piece. Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to share that. I just found this picture randomly in my old files on my computer, and I was like, wow, this is a really sad drawing and I should tell a story about it. So yeah, hopefully this made sense. I don't know, I kind of just threw this all out at you guys, but I hope you enjoyed this, and I didn't mean for it to be so depressing. That was a long time ago. That was like probably, I don't even know, grade 10, beginning of grade 11. Long time ago. I sneeze like a mouse. But yeah, I just think that every once in a while I should tell you guys stories from my life, even if they're sad. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and until next time, bye!